low energy, less muscle mass, weak erections, a low sex drive, high-pitched voice, low motivation, low confidence. These are some of the effects you're going to face if you have low testosterone levels. It is absolutely in your best interest to elevate your testosterone level for reasons that are all the opposite of the stuff we just listed. You want to have more muscle mass, more assertiveness, and more motivation. That's what comes with having higher natural testosterone levels. Annoyingly enough, some of these problems I even faced as a teenager. 16, 17, 18 years old, I had the squeakiest voice. If I listen back to voice recordings, it is so embarrassing. And sure as hell, I was not implementing any of the habits that I'm about to list for you now, and that's why things were bad back then. Every single one of the key daily habits I'm about to list for you now, I do them myself daily. So I can vouch for them, they work. Now I'm going to list out for you the 5 key, affordable, daily habits that you can start implementing today to boost your natural testosterone levels. It's important to know, I'm not going to cover the things to avoid that reduce your testosterone levels because they're going to be in another video. If you don't want to miss that one, be sure to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Number 1, sunlight exposure. You want to get out in the sun as much as possible. That means playing sports outdoors. That means going for a walk. Every morning, I wake up, I'll do my 15-minute lap of the park. By the time I get home, I feel 10 times better. It's like night and day. I highly suggest you try and do the same. Even if it is cloudy, if you can get your skin exposed to natural light, that's going to have huge benefits for your day and kickstart your circadian rhythm for a good night's sleep that night. Now, if you live somewhere that's often dark, like here in the UK, we've just come out of 7 months of winter. What the hell even is that? If you live somewhere with limited amounts of sun, you must take a vitamin D supplement to make sure your levels don't dip too low. I take this supplement. It's got 4,000 IU, which is way above the recommended daily allowance. But the thing is, the recommended daily allowance is way too low in the first place. Your body can handle way more vitamin D than the government says it can. Most of those recommended daily allowances are for people that are small and weak. You want to make sure you're getting the right nutrition, and that means doing your own research. A 2011 scientific study by Pills et al. Found that vitamin D supplementation can increase your testosterone levels by up to 25%. That's no small number. They did a study to find out which people in the world had the lowest testosterone levels. Sweden is in Scandinavia, north of Northern Europe, so it doesn't get much sun. For many months of the year, they might have only an hour or two of sun. There are many refugees and migrants in Sweden, and there's a large cohort of Somali refugees located in Sweden. Somali people have very dark skin. It filters out UV light. So their dark skin, paired with an environment that already has low levels of sun, the scientists found that Somali refugees located in Sweden had the lowest levels of vitamin D in the whole world. And furthermore, they had some of the highest depression rates in the whole world. So make sure you're getting enough vitamin D either from natural light or from vitamin D supplementation. The second daily habit is weight training. Now, I've been weight training on and off for about 7 years. Anytime I take a break from weight training and then I come back to the gym after maybe a month or two off, and I'll go and I'll start doing heavy squats, I tell you what, that week I will get spots across my back, and that makes me so happy because when your testosterone goes up, your body increases the production of sebum, which leads to acne. So you might get spots across your face, your arms. I get them across my back. So anytime I come back to the gym, I see those spots on my back, I'm like, hell yeah, my natural testosterone levels have just gone up. A 2010 study by Vingren et al. Found that long-term resistance training can result in a chronic increase of up to 15% in resting and exercise-induced testosterone responses. What does that mean? If you maintain a regular gym habit, your average testosterone is going to sit 15% higher than where it is today. I look forward to seeing you at the gym, boys. And I can promise you the third daily habit is one that is hardly spoken about, but massively important to you keeping your test levels high. Number 3, eat more fat. Get more fat in your diet. The biggest myth the food industry promotes is this low-fat lifestyle. Low-fat yogurt, low-fat bacon, low-fat sausages. Cut the crap. Low-fat almost always means high sugar. Read the label, you'll see what I'm talking about. These guys have no interest in men having high testosterone levels. They just want to promote whatever cereal they're selling, whatever food they're selling, and they'll ship it to people as a diet treatment. They'll cut the fat, which leaves you feeling more hungry, and then they'll pack it full of sugar every single time. Don't believe the lies. Men, you need fat in your diet, and you need a lot more of it than you think. One of my biggest regrets is that for 5 years, I was on a low-fat diet. I decided, I want to be lean, I want to be in shape, I better eat no fat. So I would fry up beef mince, and then I would go to the sink and I would strain out the fat from the beef mince before using it in pasta. When I think back to that now, it's just the most cringe thing ever. Now you might be thinking, Adam, if I eat high fat, I'm gonna get fat. No, being fat is bad, eating fat is good for you, and eating fat will not make you fat. I eat a lot of fat in my diet. I average around 100 grams of fat per day, and I look like this. So it is a myth that eating fat will make you fat. The trick is, if you're training and you want to stay lean, but you need to get the fat in to get your testosterone up, this is what you do. You need to not eat fat with carbohydrates. So your post-workout meal should be high protein, high carbs, and then the rest of the day you can have high fat, high protein, high vegetables, everything else. But never pair high fat and high carbs like pizza, ice cream. Anything with high fat, high carbs is going to put fat on, and you won't be able to see a six-pack. A 2017 scientific study by West et al. Found that men who consumed a diet high in fats had significantly higher testosterone levels than men who consumed a low-fat diet. Now, should you eat any old kind of fats? No. You should be aiming for saturated and monounsaturated fatty acids. For your saturated fats, you're looking at butter, cheese, and fatty meat like steak and bacon. For your monounsaturated fats, we're looking at avocados, olive oil, and nuts. You can get cashews down at Tesco for just 75p. Bang. There are your monounsaturated fats right there. I used to be tired all the time. The mornings were bad, but the afternoons were particularly bad. Usually around 3 p.m, I would just start nodding off. One time in university, in the middle of writing an essay, I must have fallen asleep with my finger on the space key, because when I woke up, my essay was 5 pages of the space character. So I was always tired. And then one day, my life completely changed. Suddenly I had energy. Suddenly I was able to wake up at 6:15 effortlessly and start my day. And I was able to train, study all day, hit my goals. I changed one thing. I started taking my sleep more seriously. See, sleep isn't romanticized. Sleep isn't seen as this badass thing. You get influencers saying,
"You don't need sleep. I get by on 4 hours of sleep. I do it all myself."
Stop lying to your followers, bro. Sleep is super important. You guys might brush this off, but the day that you take sleep seriously, it will change your life for the better. Just understand that. The sooner you start taking sleep seriously, the better you will feel. A trick that I do is I always brush my teeth at 9 p.m. That means by the time I start feeling sleepy around 10:30, I'm just straight into bed. I've got nothing left to do between wherever I am and sleep. A 2001 scientific study by Luboshytsky et al. Found that getting enough sleep can result in an increase of up to 15% in testosterone levels. Dude, if you could package up all the benefits of sleep and package that up into a pill and sell it on the market, you would be an overnight billionaire. But guess what? You don't need to do all that. You don't need some fancy pill. All you need to do is set a healthy bedtime routine. It's as easy as that. The next key daily habit, which is guaranteed to elevate your levels of testosterone, is having threesomes with bad bitches from the club. No, the next habit is eating more broccoli. Broccoli will reduce your estrogen levels, and estrogen has been shown to make men soft, weak, and pudgy. You don't want none of that. You want to keep your estrogen down. You want to get the frozen broccoli, because what they do at the farm is they harvest the broccoli and then they immediately wash it and they freeze it. So when you defrost it, when you cook it, it's as fresh as it can be. It's better than the fresh broccoli, which has been picked and then transported for 3 to 4 days before it arrives at the shop. I recommend you eat more cruciferous vegetables in general, but broccoli in particular, not only because of its anti-estrogenic effects, but because of its overall health benefits, including antioxidants, to reduce body inflammation. If you want to level up in all areas of life, then stay tuned. I have more videos coming your way.